Hey guys, just got off the live stream a minute ago. I stayed on till about 9:15 and of course realized that perhaps it was not working, as Kitty said before the broadcast was interrupted. So I'm going to give this one more shot and do a quick probably I'm going to shorten it down to 15-20 minutes. Hey Kitty, I didn't realize that we fully locked out. It actually looked like it was still going. As you said, the broadcast was interrupted, but of course now it's back to normal and I can see more people joining. So let me know if it completely disappears, but I'm not moving. I'm in this spot on my deck. I've got out of my office and I'm going to talk again. See, the first time when when it was just interrupted just before as I got off was my practice run. Now I know what I need to say and how to say it. All right, so guys, I'm going to share 3 different things you can do over this 2-month Christmas lull, and please comment or write any questions because I've just talked through those 3 things just before, just by myself. Well, it was looking like it was live, but it wasn't live. All right. So here we go. So as I said, over the last 7.5 years, one of the biggest fears I had in the first 3 or 4 years as a coach was, how am I going to get through these couple of months when everyone's on school holidays, Christmas is coming up, no one's really making coaching decisions, and cash flow obviously slows down when you are doing a one-on-one work with people. So there were various things that I did over my early years, and then obviously no pressure. Thanks, Kitty. And there's various things that I do nowadays. So nowadays that the business is more set up in one-to-many. But the one thing, actually, let me change this up now. I'm thinking of a different angle to it. One thing you have to ensure as a business owner, and a lot of people who follow me are coaches, they're consultants, they're either working one-to-one and wanting to work one-to-many, is to actually work out a way that you can set up your business where people are paying you like either in installments or working with you over a period of time, or if you do have a bigger program, how can that be sort of broken up into, if you're going to offer payment plans and all that kind of stuff. If people want to pay you up front and all that kind of stuff, you can manage your cash flow over this period. But the way I did it is I offered 3, 6, and 12-month coaching packages when I was doing one-to-one, which meant whenever someone would join, they would have that over that period of time that would make the monthly repayments. And even now with my Ultimate 48-Hour Author program, people pay certain lump sums and then they go into a 12-month installment plan, which covers everything nicely. And there's this consistent entry of income over the whole 12 months because of how everything ticks over. So is there a way that you can create that for your business? So that would be probably my first thing for you guys to start thinking about, rather than thinking time for money in terms of, I need to sell a 6-session coaching package, or, stop thinking of yourself as a time for money kind of business or person who delivers a service. One thing that I learned from one of my mentors in the past was talk about value versus time for money. So whenever I would put people actually into those what I mentioned before, 3, 6, or 12-month coaching packages, actually the coaching was listed as unlimited coaching. Okay, so there wasn't like you get this many sessions, we meet this often. I would say what would be the usual way that people would come up to me. I go, look, normally we would have a session weekly for a little while, and then we would have a session once a fortnight, but really I'm open to you however much you need me. So yes, you can set up a framework, but you can offer so much more in terms of value, so people don't feel like you're counting the minutes and all that kind of stuff. Same thing within our current program, Ultimate 48-Hour Author. Yes, we have an initial 2-hour one-on-one session where we unpack the book, unpack chapters, and obviously then we go to retreat and we get all of the book pulled together. But I always say to my authors, look, we're available to you if you need us, just give us a call. Sometimes you might need 15 minutes, sometimes you might need 30, sometimes you might need an hour if something's really gone wrong and you've got a lot of questions. But if you can pick up the phone and just talk to us. Stuart's here available, I'm here available, and we're happy to do that with you. Trust me that people don't use and abuse this kind of offering when you offer your services. They feel at peace. They feel that the door is open, that if they needed us, if they were struggling, whatever it is, they can come and talk to us. So forget about the time for money equation. Stop selling packages 3 hours with me. You get X amount of sessions. Start thinking of how can I stack on the value. Offer unlimited coaching over a certain period of time. Now, if you do have 3, 6, and 12-month packages, people are going to, obviously when they join you, they're going to work for a certain period of time. Once you get your clientele up, this will carry some of them through the 2-month period. Now, sometimes you may not, people may not want coaching over the December and January period, which is fair enough, right? But if the agreement has been that they will pay for X amount over a certain period of time, you will have those monthly installments. You can just tack on those additional 2 months at the other end of it. Okay, so that's something different that I changed from my first go at this live, and I trust has been valuable. So think about it, value for money, not time for money, okay? So the second thing, now I'm going to tell you what I did over the Christmas periods when there was not much networking. I wasn't running events myself. Obviously, everyone's in a bit of a, at-home family kind of mode. I actually did a product development. So I would sit down, I would say to myself, okay, there's a lot of days over the there's a lot of time in the days over the Christmas period. You get up, like today, for example, I feel like I'm in Christmas period mode already because I am actually getting ready for our retreat this weekend. Of course, that's going to be a massive weekend and a lot of work. However, really, there's no event scheduled in my planner. I've got one half-day event next Tuesday, actually, my last author half-day event, the first time I'm running it online. But again, I'm doing a lot of stuff online. So really, someone asked me, actually my PT asked me this morning, so what Christmas parties are you going to this year? And I said, I actually, because I've just come back from overseas like 9 or 10 days ago, nothing scheduled in my plan until the end of the year. Look, I actually have no event scheduled. I have nothing, I kind of am in that mode. So now, when you think about that, so when you get into that mode, whatever time of the year that is for you, what can you do for an hour a day to create something brand new you can launch into the new year? So the first 4 or 5 years in being in business, I talked about what I did in terms of clients and how they were set up so I can survive the, that dry spell, if you like. But I actually said to myself, if I could spend 1 hour in these obviously long summer days doing something and creating something I can launch into the new year, what can I do? What can I create? And in those early days, it was different products and manuals. I'll give you an example of my ultimate product generator manual. And that one is the 10 steps to turn your IP into profit. So that one, I said, okay, 10 steps. I just got to write 1 step a day. Spend an hour writing that step, and then I have the rest of the day free, and then the next day I will write another step, and so on. Now, over that period also, what I decided to do is that I would need to obviously have this printed, and that would cost money. So therefore I decided I would pre-launch this product, and I would take people on social media on the journey of me creating this and writing it, and what was happening and what was in it, and sharing a bit about tips from within the product manual. And as I was doing this, I also had prepared a PayPal button where people could go and just click on the link and get what's it called, the pre-purchase price for this product. Of course, I put it, I think at the time it was $97. I sold it the pre-sales period, and then it was like $147, the normal price. So I ended up generating quite a lot of sales, which definitely covered for all of the printing of the first run of those manuals, and then they remained on, and they were being sold at full price. I ended up creating a licensed program. The product, the business ultimate business edge licensing program that I created with that was part of the manuals there later on. And now that actual manual plays a part when we start the Ultimate 48-Hour Author Retreats. It's actually at the table for every author that comes to retreat. They get one of those manuals, which we have, as of like last week, rebranded it. Because it used to be branded as Ultimate Business Edge. Now we've just changed the logo, a couple of things inside, and now it's the Ultimate 48-Hour Author Product Generator Manual. So for the last 6-7 years, I have been utilizing that one product in so many different ways, and it has given me a ton of perceived value that people get from receiving that. I'm able to give away people something tangible when they're working with us, and they just people just love it. They and there's a lot of feedback on that. So just imagine I was creating all of those things. Different products every single Christmas, and also what I was doing throughout the years is actually filming everything that I did in all of my trainings and workshops. So I was filming, all of my trainings, half day, full day, 2-day trainings, and I have been building a back end of all of this footage, which now probably amounts to over 200 hours of intellectual property, which at this period during Christmas, what I do is I'll start bundling up different trainings with different tangibles and intangibles, and then packaging it up and then offering it, setting up a PayPal button again for the different offerings, and then putting it out there, because I will be a lot more active on social media over these 2 months, because when I'm out there traveling, when I'm out there with people, I'm networking, I'm doing my offline events, I don't really have a lot of time to hang out on social media. I may share a picture of the day, I may go on live for 5 minutes, but literally I can't look at my phone all the time or respond to people because I'm there physically with other people. But now that I will be home and not traveling for sorry guys, I've just had to hold this phone, so funny because the internet is was playing up with me. So for these 2 months, I'm not traveling anywhere. So that means it's the perfect time to spend time developing content. Okay, so content is king. Content, people learn from it. People start to follow you because they enjoy listening to you or reading your stuff. Last week when we had our mastermind group here for their month 11 training, we talked about that, and we noticed that actually 2 or 3 of our masterminders had not even started tapping into content creation. I said, you guys have to do it, because this is actually the infrastructure that you build around your business, that you can put out there, that will educate people, that ultimately are then going to go, okay, so you must know about this problem that I have, therefore I would like you to come and and ask to solve it for me, right? So make sure you're developing a ton of video, make sure you're developing a ton of written content as well. And as I said, the suggestion is work on one product that you're going to pre-launch and then obviously launch into the new year. Remember, over December, people are in a money spending mindset, so don't underestimate that you can't make sales over December. I have found it very successful in December, actually even better than November and sometimes even October. The period between Christmas and New Year's is super, people take a lot of action, because a lot of people actually don't wait for New Year's Eve to start making their New Year's resolutions. Actually, some people act as if Christmas is the sort of the day that the year ends, and then the next day, we begin the new stuff and how we behave and all that kind of stuff. So Yes, Christy, and develop a program. So then into the new year, then you've got the benefit of the New Year's resolutions. So what program can you create to launch into 2018, so that, how can your program be rejigged or twisted so that other people are getting, they feel like, okay, if I do this program, it's going to, change how my life is going to be moving forward. How can it be related to making that new start, making the change, create, ensuring people achieve their New Year's resolutions. So I'm sure every single business can spin their pitch and their offering for the people who take a lot of action in the brand new year. Stuart and I actually run a between Christmas and New Year's, about the 27th or 28th. Every year is a little bit different, but it's usually 27th, 28th, 29th of December. We run this end of year. Oh, it's almost like an accountability for us webinar, but it's kind of the year in review. So we actually have been doing this traditionally for the last, thank you for the love hearts. We've been doing that webinar for the last 6 years, where we come on and we bring out the goals that we reported on the previous December. And then we tell you guys the goals we have for the following 12 months. So you actually see the exact slide we shared a year before. And then we put on the slide of what we're going to do for the next year, and it's really wonderful. It's the most attended webinar of the year, and it's 27th, 28th of December. We get about 80 to 100 people there, and then as a result of that, whatever we have as a offer or next step kind of thing, we get inundated with inquiries. So don't underestimate running something that is going to perhaps be scheduled between that Christmas and New Year's period, because everyone's also home and everyone is thinking about what am I going to do moving forward and all that kind of stuff. So let's recap. So we talked about value for money. I'm just going to walk around. I want to show you something in my room. I came outside because the internet wasn't playing, so I hope it's not going to switch off. But let's recap. So we talked about not selling time for money, but selling value. Value is so much important than time for money. Second thing was create a product over this Christmas period, 1 hour a day. For 10 days, and you'll be able to launch and pre-launch it so you can fund the printing process of this particular product. Make sure you're bundling and creating different packages of intellectual property that you already have. Oh, my hands are so sore from holding up this phone. And absolutely, package yourself up so that people are kind of on monthly payments with you guys, and so that you don't get that get lull over the Christmas period. So, couple of things, of course. Now that I'm back home, I do anticipate that these calls will happen now more so than they have over the last 6 weeks on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Melbourne time, of course, because there's people from all over the world watching, and I will bring out lots of other relevant. I can break some of these things down. You guys can tell me, is there something more specific that you want to learn from me of what you've been watching, of what I've been doing over this year, and I'd be happy to bring it. Otherwise, I'll create something and bring it out just like today. So a couple of things are coming up and are very exciting. Tonight, I've got one of my gorgeous authors, Frances Cosway, from author of Your Forever Home, The Essential Guide Before You Start Your New Build or Renovation. She's an amazing interior designer. I will be not interviewing her, she will be presenting some of her amazing tips as an interior designer on a call at 8 p.m. tonight, Melbourne time, and it'll be on Zoom. So when I get off this call, I'll post the Zoom link, and if you want to be part of it, just just private message me if you want to be a part of it, and I will send you that link. So that's happening tonight. A lot of you have been buying the planners the 2000 Ultimate Business Planners 2018. There's about 50 left in our garage. So there's a mix of pink and black. If you want one of those, it's the bit.ly link, bit.ly/2018 planner. I'll post that below as well. And of course, mine and Stuart's book, Guilt-Free Parents, is available, because this is a good time to probably read it over the 2-month lull, and you can find it on natasadenman.com and click on the picture of where that book is. So yeah, this is a really good one to read over this period, so you know how to set yourself up over for the next year. But we also have a very massive change happening in our family's life in terms of what's going to happen next year, but I'm not going to announce it as yet. I'll just keep you guys in suspense, but there's something that is changing, not in terms of how the business is running or what it's delivering, nothing like that, but something that I've been very excited for it to happen in my life for a few years now. And I just don't want to announce it until I know it's like 110%. It's like 98% there right now, but I'll tell you guys what all of that means maybe in one of the upcoming 2 or 3 UBS Live. So we're back on for another UBS Live. So let me look at my current year planner. And by the way, get yourselves, guys, get yourself one of those in Officeworks. I've got my 2018 just back there. But get yourselves one of them also, so you can see your year per view, you know, just so it's all in front of you, so you can see where you're going, what you're doing, and all that kind of stuff. But looking at my planner here, yeah, definitely we're going to do the post-retreat UBS Live on Monday morning next week. So that'll be the day after we finish the retreat. So maybe I'll make it something retreat related, and insights, learnings, mistakes, you know, what things work really well and all that kind of stuff. 27th is the following one. I'm just having a look that we're all good. Yeah, we're all pretty much good for right through to Christmas for the Monday morning. So put that in your diary, lock it in, be and hang out with me here in the mornings. I'm sorry that this broadcast cut off earlier. And I couldn't finish it, but I think was even better the second time around. And contact me for anything that you did see, or if you have any questions around what we do. But we're simplifying the way we are doing things even more so as we go year to year. Just keep it simple, keep it, you know, if you haven't read the book, The One Thing, read the book, The One Thing, because it will change your life and it'll keep you so focused and sharp pinpoint focus. So have a wonderful week, guys. I'm just checking up my view. Francesca's actually coming today, staying in our house. Francesca Moy, the meetup queen. I have got my outside area to look forward to. My spa's like over there on there. So I was just looking at that. I'll probably go and work in the hut today because everyone's out of the house, and I haven't done my first hut day work out there creating all my new content. Have a wonderful, smash it out, and maybe I'll see you around at one of the Christmas parties. If it's around Melbourne, I just got to figure out where the hell am I going for the next couple of months and hanging out. Talk soon, guys. Bye.